Well, hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to Private Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on for the 15th through the 21st of June. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video. I also have a guiding message for you from my better angels. My better angels want to remind all of us that it is okay to learn new things. In fact, it's kind of imperative that we learn new things this month, okay? So, waking up to the new possibilities and being flexible is going to be important because there's a lot going on, right? And the more we learn, the better we are, all right? So that being considered, let's go ahead and look at the 3 of Pentacles, which is your guiding card for the month. Yeah, you are being talked about for bigger, better things in all areas, whether it's your skills and talents and they want to hire you for it, or ways that they can get you involved in their projects. Maybe they want you to come and work at their house, then they'll be paying you in that way. And so a lot of people are just discussing you as a possibility for employment in that way. So you have a big calendar to fill up, and that's going to be great for you, okay? Don't be afraid to do smaller jobs instead of bigger jobs, and it will help tremendously, all right? And, you know, if you don't want to do that, then you can go to work for the old job situation if you want to, and they will take good care of you. It's going to be your own darn choice, but figure out what works best for you, all right? So let's look at these 3 cards in front of us, and we'll get into the card stuff, all right? There they are. I'm going to go ahead and use this mini antique tarot and get you a guiding, a final card for the month. Mystery card. Here we go. It's right there. All right, we're going to put that right there. And I'm going to go ahead and set these cards aside. All right. Now then, we're going to add more cards from the Light Seers Tarot. While I do this, I want to remind you that subscribing to the channel is completely free, and it's good from helps it grow. So there you go. And then you won't miss a single reading, right? That's all. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on for this week. We start with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is an emotionally based fella who's going to be involved in your situation this particular week. He speaks from his feelings. I feel like this. I feel like that. I feel like a taco. Yes. Whatever he's got going on, you want to pay attention to what he's got doing, and know that he's good. You know, he's going to be an interesting fella, but I remember that I talked about him using your emotions against you, maybe, or playing into your emotions to get you to come over to his way. Come on, please, help me. Your emotional foundation is going to be super strong, so you're not going to be swayed by anyone trying to ply you with their story of woe, right? If he makes a big sob story, it's not going to work on you. You're going to do you and nothing else, all right? It isn't about, you're going to separate the facts from the fiction and the feelings, and you're going to look at it from a very strong emotional place and be like, I can see how that would make you feel that way. Now, let's talk about the physical stuff, okay? You are an empowered person in this moment. When you feel stuck in your power around this person, all you really need to do is add a little something about them into it, like 95% you and your idea, and 5% them, and they'll get on to it, okay? So with him specifically, you can even start out with, I feel like you're not hearing me, and then he'll listen, and he'll hear you, okay? And he'll be so quick and easy to win over, I think you're going to be surprised. We have this card here, the Hierophant, which is where you're blocked. We talked about not having any physical structure in place. There's no way to create a structure right now. It's a little wacky in this situation, whether it's going back to an old job or situation where you're like, hey man, there's nothing here that looks structural that I can work with. It's a little it's cattywampus. It's not in play, right? And it's frustrating to you to have it like that, okay? You want things to be right, and you won't be able to, there's no structure. You can't fight for your ideas in this situation. You can't even separate them out to get your point across. So your ideas are kind of lost right now. That's very frustrating. And the financial lady is going to stand in your way and say, hey, this is what we got to do, and da-da-da-da-da. You're not handling your paperwork right, or something is wrong, and da-da-da-da-da. And so things are wacky and a little bit screwed up. So you're feeling like there's no, the money is slowing down. So you don't have the money you need or the budget you need to do what you need to do, even when you're in a position where this guy finally won you over, but there's no structure, you don't get to use your ideas, there's no good budget for your situation, and you're like, what did I walk into? Five of Swords. Having to take your power back in a situation that you delegated to someone else and having to do it yourself. This is all about you taking that moment and choosing to do it yourself, and needing to do it yourself because nobody else is capable of doing what you do. I know. Sucks. This sucks. It's not a great situation, especially with all these blocks, okay? I gotta tell you. But wait. The star has shown up to say, wait. Once you take it back, and you take it back on yourself, the hardest work will be over, all right? So, you've stepped into the room, you've taken the keys, and you said, okay, step away from everything, stop touching everything, go away, leave me alone. I can do this. And you can. You're amazing. You will handle it perfectly. And you're like, okay, so I need to do paperwork for the money lady. I need to write her a letter of giving her a proper quote for what we actually need for this project, because whoever had it before made a terrible quote. They bought it anyway. Now I have a pile of weird stuff I don't need. You're going to have to do some shucking and jiving, but I think you can do it because you are awesome. Indeed, this is perfect. The star is here. You're going to, not only are you shucking and jiving, you're going to do returns for refund on certain items because you don't need them, and the dude bought them, but they haven't been touched yet, so you can return them for credit. And yes, you will have enough money to take care of whatever you need to. So you stepping in has already made this way better. I don't know who bought this huge pile of other stuff they didn't need, but you're able to return it now for credit, okay? This is good stuff, okay? Well done. Nice. Way to turn it all around from being a little kooky and uncomfortable to different, all right? Good job. Let's get a message from the better angels, or from the cosmic oracle. Dum, dum, dum. Better angels, same differences sometimes. Okay, let's talk about this deck. What do we get? What do we need for Capricorn? That's the one right there. Okay. So, put these all aside. Oops, oops. Sucking up the cards. So messy. All right. What do we get? And be authentic. Anything else is just exhausting. Be authentic. Be yourself. Don't try and put on airs for anybody or act like you're going to be something other than you are. Just be you, and you will be taken care of in that situation, okay? Perfect. Well done. Excellent. Because you are enough, Capricorn. You are enough as you are. All right. Let's get you a pocket full of rocks, okay? Ah, carnelian, blue lace agate, and blue apatite. Oh, this is going to be perfect. Carnelian is a second chakra stone, and it's all about you being extremely creative in all the things that you're getting involved with, which is super good as you start to take over the situation and you kind of make things work, all right? You're going to make things work no matter what the pile of stuff is, and you're going to be very creative in how you work the system here. All this stuff you're doing with that King of Cups, you're going to be very creative in how you handle him to get to here, all right? You will be taking over a pile of hooey, but you're going to be able to, like, take care of it and make it work financially. It's going to be great. You will then create your own structure because there is no structure as it is now, okay? Blue calcite is going to be a 5th chakra stone, about you speaking clearly, speaking your mind, getting your point across, getting everything you need done. Very nice. Well done. You're going to be very smart and capable in this situation. I believe this is really much more about this area where you're being creative and solving the problems and getting things going. Now, blue apatite is about you using healing words and speaking from a good position, which is, of course, what you're going to do with this guy over here. You're going to use this stone energy to speak clearly with this fella and get what you need out of it by using healing words, because I feel like this might have been a past relationship person who's come back and maybe they have a little touch of the, wah, you weren't nice to me's, or I have to call you back even though I know you don't want me to call you back, but you're the only one I know who can do this, blah, 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 blah. Told you they were talking about you. So yeah, you're the one who's going to be able to fix it, change it, make it better. All right, so you're going to use blue apatite when you talk to him, and when you go over here, taking care of the finances and all the money stuff, taking care of her, you're going to use the blue calcite. All right, well done. Love that. I'm going to set these stones down right there. Let's grab that mystery card and see what's going on. Ooh, the 8 of Swords, a double whammy. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. As you can see, in the traditional Rider-Waite version, it's all about feeling stuck in your power, not sure how to get out of there. When you turn her all the way around, she's holding the strings, the ends of the strings in her own hands. And she needs to release herself from the ties that bind herself so she can claim her power, okay? So it's really very simple and very clean and clear because she can claim her power. She just needs to give herself the right to do so and look at it from a different perspective, okay? Which is why I say it's important that we look at it from the other person's point of view, especially a boss type person, and it be 95% you and 5% them. And then you'll be able to create that situation and it'll be beautiful, all right? They'll buy it. They just need it to seem a little bit like them. They can smell themselves on it and they love it, all right? Perfect. Well done. Okay. So, you don't have to carry these stones if you don't want to, but if you do want to carry these stones, I think they would help. And of course, if you want to carry something else, let me know in the comments below what you're carrying, how they work for you, and we'll have a conversation about rocks. It's my pleasure to do so. All right. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. It really helps the channel grow, and I appreciate you. And it's totally free. All right. If you haven't checked the description box below, there's so many good things down there. You can find all the decks that I'm using down there. You can get them on Etsy or Amazon, and that is super fun. That way you can have them in your hot little hands. That's good. The other thing to know is that if you want to come out to a fair and don't know where you'll find me, my whole calendar is there. You'll find exactly where I'll be, when I'll be there. And I'd love to see you in a costume with a turkey leg and give you a good reading in person. That would be awesome. You'd have a blast as well. The final thing is, if you need a reading and you can't come out to a fair, totally get it. There's a link for how to book private readings with me, also down there. Go ahead and make contact with me or book the reading, and we'll get into it on a phone reading, and it'll be super awesome. By the way, I will never reach out to you personally. If I reach out to you personally, it's not me. So be aware of that and take good care, all right? Look forward to seeing you next week. We're going to be talking about the 22nd through the 28th. I really am excited about that, and we will see you then. Thank you so much.